So surely this has to be a joke. But it comes from a credible source, right, which is Ben Scanlon. I'm going to share my thoughts and opinion on this because this is shameful. And this is disgraceful if this is what the levels of the state has arrived to. For a key simple reason, right? And let's think about this logically. And I know some people, I've had a lot of people emotionally reacting and jumping on bandwagons, but not looking at the reality and the dangers of the situation that are arising within this country itself as a consequence of what's being done. And I say this predominantly for people who either want to be delusional or I actually can't understand with that reasoning. I just can't whatsoever, for whatever it may be. And many people that have spoken out against me standing up, not even standing up for the Irish, I'm going to say this, standing up on the side of truth and looking at what's wrong and the injustice that's happening. But some people prefer lies, which I can't understand why. But here's the issue with this. So you've got people who have moved into the country, know nothing about the history, know nothing about the culture, know nothing about anything to do with the country from the time that they're here, because it takes a long time, and this is one thing I'll say, it takes a long time to understand the history, the culture of this country, of any country that you move into. You have to integrate with people, you have to mix with people, you have to live there for a predominant long way of time for you to be able to adopt in your body, your mind, mentally to shift into a new way of thinking. Now you've got people that are only in the country and they're being recruited into a Gardaí position to police the streets. This is what you want to do. You want to give strangers authority within your country. You want to give strangers authority to run your country. And, you know, I've respect for the Gardaí, right? And the reason I do, because it's a challenging job, it's a tough job. And for a long time, you know, there's a lot of good that the Guards do. There really is. And it sometimes it doesn't get shown light upon. And the reason being, we live in a world where negativity seems to resonate more with people than positive things, right? And I've had friends work in the Garda station. I had one of my friends who was one of the first African guards, the black guard essentially, to be a guard in the country, right? But that's somebody who has lived in the country for a long time. He was a local man in his area, grew up here, went to schooling, all of that. So everything he was more Irish than he was African, in my opinion, right? From the outset. And that's okay, right? And I resonate with that because that's somebody who's making that decision because, yeah, I know the country and I want to serve within the country. I want to be of value. New people coming into the country, they're more concerned about, they're leaving war-torn places. They're leaving places which are dangerous. Some people are, some people aren't. Some people are just looking for a new opportunity, and that's what it is. I don't understand how logically this can make sense.